Welcome back. Has the fight for disabled rights gone off the tracks here? Some say a law designed to protect disabled rights is being misused, putting businesses at risk.
And South Florida is ground zero for the problem. Local 10 investigator Amy Viteri looks at a new law aimed at cutting back on so-called frivolous lawsuits.
What they're doing is like a drive-by suing.
Businesses sued for violations of the Americans with Disabilities Act, but owners say they only learned of those violations when they were served with lawsuits.
They just drive by, no sign, boom, sue. No notice, no nothing. They just sue you.
Juan de Dios Cabrera has owned the property at this pawn shop on Northwest 36th Street in Miami for 20 years. In May, a man named Renzo Barbary sued him over violations in his parking lot, which he claims was being renovated at the time.
I had major repairs, so the tractors that were going by to fix back there, they knock all this out.
He's not alone. Barbary, a so-called ADA tester, has filed more than 400 public accommodation lawsuits against all kinds of businesses, including several on Cabrera's street.
A lot of people are barely making it in this neighborhood.
The problem, Cabrera says, Barbary was never here.
There's no record of him coming even close to this place.
The same thing happened at Rodney Regan's bar and restaurant in Lake Worth.
This is the toilet roll holder that is too close to the handrail.
Sued, he says, over the tiniest of violations.
So the coat hook was not at the right height?
Yes. The handicap bathroom was missing one of those.
His business, Brogues Down Under, has sponsored and even hosted events for local charity Wheels for Kids, which helps children with disabilities.
These were compliant.
He says no one ever checked his other bathroom, which is fully accessible. Still, Regan's attorney told him it would be cheaper to settle the lawsuit to the tune of $8,500.
Pretty upset. Yeah.
The woman who sued him, Janet Hoyt, has filed over 100 lawsuits, included in those nearly every other business on Regan Street.
You don't think she has been here?
No, I don't think.
Then how would she bring suit against you?
Well, she gets these guys that come and do the photographing, and then they use her name on them. That's what I believe.
Numbers from the International Council of Shopping Centers show ADA lawsuits jumped 243% between 2013 and 2016, with Florida ranked number 2 in the country. So we tracked down Renzo Barbary, the man behind many of these lawsuits.
It's an issue that I take dear to my heart.
He says he got involved after losing the use of his legs in a motorcycle accident, and tells me he now lives off disability payments.
What kind of compensation do you receive from these suits?
Absolutely no compensation for me. What I'm searching for is compliance.
As for his 400-plus lawsuits,
have you physically visited each of these businesses?
Absolutely, every single one of them.
They have no evidence of you ever being there.
I can't speak for the businesses or whatever they say.
In his experience, Barbary says legal action is the only way to get businesses to take action.
They say they got hit with a lawsuit with no warning, no opportunity to make changes, and they don't think that's fair. Do you think that's fair?
After 20 years of the law being out there, absolutely.
Some state lawmakers disagree. In July, the governor signed House Bill 727 into law. It gives businesses the chance to hire someone to pinpoint problems and file a remediation plan with the state that could protect them in court.
¿Cómo estamos hoy?
Carlos Gazitua heads up the Miami-Dade chapter of the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association.
I've had personally sit-downs with owners crying about this issue and saying that this is, in essence, legal extortion.
As for Cabrera's case, a judge ordered him to pay $11,500 to Renzo Barbary and his attorneys, but Cabrera claims no one notified him until U.S. Marshals showed up here at the pawn shop threatening to seize goods. In the end, he had to pay close to $16,000 in cash.
They know exactly what they're doing. I know they're stealing our money, they're stealing people's money.
We also reached out to the other ADA tester, Janet Hoyt, through her attorney. He declined our request for an interview. I'm Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.